Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
Welcome back to another 6-chapter edition, black and white screening, 4-hour action-packed, epic film director's cut of Crit Snyder's Cosmic Justice. This is your GM, Patrick here, your Gotham/Metropolis commuter, severely affected by constant superhero battles. And joining me in being recruited by Batman to stop the apocalypse are my 5 friends and your founding league members of the podcast. Across the digital table from me, he's recently resurrected and ready to rumble. It's Miles Plain Raimi. Good evening. On my right, he's ready to lasso you into submission with his tattoo lasso. It's Tyler playing a dross.
Round him up.
Tattoo lasso. To his left, faster than fast and ready to rewind time. It's Rebecca playing Alindra.
Hello.
To my left, he can manipulate the markets and crash economies with his cyborg brain. It's Drew playing Knack Feldspar.
Don't worry, this is only going to feel like it took 8 hours.
And finally, to his left, booyah, this fish out of water is ready to spear hunt his way into your heart. It's Jabert Azandus 148. You're right there, Jabert. I'm so sorry I didn't give you Cyborg as your character.
It's fine. I was trying to think up some joke about singing in Icelandic without, being offensive to Icelanders.
Who are we this week?
The Justice League.
Oh, okay.
You didn't get any of that?
I didn't get any of that.
It was from the Snyder Cut.
And Tyler throws a batarang.
So undecipherable.
Yeah.
Ancient coral squawking.
Well, most importantly,
my favorite was like watching it with the subtitles on, because like whenever the music would come on, it'd be like more ancient choir.
Intense ancient wailing, I think is
wailing lamentations.
Yeah, the lamentations.
They're busting out the thesaurus for it.
Guys, this is episode 247 of the podcast. We've gotten to the
Clara
247 episode. Yeah. How exciting.
Please tell me she shows up. She's just like a summon. Can we
I'm here now.
If we get all the questions right, our ability be that we get to summon her for a single battle?
Yeah, you can summon a level 3 character.
Yeah,
or whatever.
unfortunately, she hasn't spent any time in the last couple of years leveling up. She
can tank. She can take one hit. It's good. That's a lot.
No, the bad guys will just stab through her to get to you.
No.
And then we got to have a whole other episode where you resurrect her again.
It wasn't the same person.
Guys, let's get back into it. Let's talk about trivia and dive into this week's last time on. If you guys recall, you got back into your own actual bodies last week.
Hooray.
So very excited to, in this week's intro, use your character names finally. And yeah, you're back up walking on your own legs once more. And for the trivia this week, we're going to continue to play for a Pathfinder crit. So if you get 10 above the AC of an enemy, EAC or KAC for your hit, that can count as a crit. First one that does it and wants to use it. So first question. Last time you guys were still locked in the Civ simulation at the beginning of the episode. And as you were rescued from the Kish military base, your Civ comrades set up what austere prisoner policy for the hated Kish? Austere prisoner policy.
I have a vague guess, but I know what they did, but no one else
has got one, Tyler. So shoot it.
So what I believe is they decided that they would, for every group of Kish, they would kill most of them and leave one alive. But I can't remember what the exact numbers were. If it was
I need those numbers. Man,
I know.
The numbers. Fortunately, Tyler has answered.
I'm gonna go with the most common one. For every 10, they leave one.
I will. Yes, that is correct.
Thank God.
Kill 9 out of 10. Question number 2. The simulation then shifted to the Degenerator Rally, where Commandant Varanche whose memories you seem to be inhabiting, watched as the stellar degenerator was stolen by the Kish. Your question is, what was the name of the simulation that you didn't enter into? Which one did we skip?
Didn't we skip a couple?
No,
Nope,
we
No,
skipped
just
one. And
Anybody
I know,
got a guess?
Like
I know.
75%. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was called.
Well, we got no answer unless someone says it. 3, 2.
I got it. Medical Miracles.
That is correct. Medical
Good.
Miracles.
Yeah.
We had it written down in our Discord and I edited it to try and trick you all, but Rebecca's too smart. All right, this is for Drew Miles Jabert. No pressure. Final question to get this bonus. As you exit the simulation, your failure to indoctrinate summoned some robotic baddies to come attack you all. What was the name of those Civ robots? Exactly.
And you're certain that we know the name of these things?
I mean, it was said vocally on the podcast, and that is it. Oh, Rebecca's
Have it in my
nodding.
notes.
Rebecca's nodding. Oh no, she went too soon.
We have learned that a fairly common question can be the name of an enemy or the subtype of an enemy, something related to their name or typing. And so I write that down almost all the time.
I probably wouldn't ask you this if, you might find out more about them. These were Civ Sage Coffers.
Oh, that is not what I wrote down.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think you said that, Patrick.
I just edited the episode. I guarantee that I did once. Once. But yeah, that's.
I wrote down disintegration units are coming, so that's what I thought you were looking for.
No, I don't think they have disintegrate, but you know what? Maybe the upgraded models will. So no boon, no curse. Let's get back into things. You guys just a minute ago ejected yourself from the simulation. These robots came and attacked you after you found your armor in some kind of quantum rel state, pulled it out, donned it as fast as you could, and then fought them off. But yeah, we found out that a few pieces of your weaponry, your kit, some magic items were missing from this pile of stuff, including, of course, we are missing still the Spear of Fates, maybe most importantly of all, one of the 2 entanglement belts, and some other things. Right, so that is where we left off. What would you guys like to do now? You are definitely on the ship somewhere, but don't know where.
And we've thoroughly checked this room.
Yep, just about everywhere that you can in here. This indeed seems to be like a virtual reality lab. And
Is there any chance we can hack a computer to try to find a map or something?
let's see here. I think most of the technology in this room is just for administering these 5 pods. Nothing seems to be network created or linked, I should say.
Okay.
Is there only one way out? Is it just the door to the north?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. And I don't believe
Door to the north.
don't have information on what kind of door it is exactly.
I did get crit a few times. So
Good for you.
I could use 10.
Yeah, I could use 10 too.
If people
All right.
could spare a hot
Take
10.
10.
I'm gonna during that 10. I'm gonna. Oh, I don't know if I can do that.
What's
So
up, Tyler?
while they're taking a 10-minute rest, is it possible for me to try to maybe hack into a console to kind of get an idea of who our captors were?
Well, now that you asked after Jabert already did, you know what? Go ahead. But no, I think I just mentioned there's not anything really to hack into here.
But I mean, I'm looking at my technomancer
But he's
spells.
good at hacking.
Oh,
He's good
okay.
at-
Well, you should have told me that.
I'm sorry. That was a bad way of describing it.
Why don't you guys, the technology that you do have here that you have found, why don't you roll me an engineering or a mysticism check, and I'll tell you what you can find out about it. If you want to spend, I mean, you got 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You're not burning an RP. So.
I'll roll engineering. It's a 48.
Okay. The digital dice on the screen showed a 4. I was like, how? But that was Jabber's roll. Sorry, Jabber. I was like, that's not a 48. You don't have a plus 44. Miles. Yes, DC 45. That is going to allow you to identify the quantum pad that had all of your device stored in it. And indeed, it seemed to be malfunctioning, but is now that all your gear has been popped out of it, seems to be working correctly. This is a level 20 hybrid item, I believe, and is a relic, which means it can be sold for half of its price or broken down for half of its price. And it is worth 900,000 credits.
Well, as we say on Verses, yoink.
Yeah, what did you call this?
A quantum pad it is indeed a kind of like real estate, portable hole style thing that you can put a bunch of physical items inside and kind of condense them down in on themselves. I'll throw this in the chat for you guys in the loot section. You can take a look.
So I looked it up,
quantum pad,
and I can do this. So
okay.
I didn't just say a sentence just to be an idiot.
I don't know what you're doing.
Part of, and you would know this, Patrick, I don't need to explain this to you, but for the listeners, part of being a career trooper means that I have access to an ability called Adaptive Kit, which allows me to adapt my armor to certain environmental conditions. I was pretty sure that one of those conditions was zero gravity, but I had to look it up because I questioned myself immediately, thinking I was making something up, but I wasn't, and I can, so I will. Gives me a +2 circumstance bonus to acrobatics and athletics checks to stop movement or climb along handholds in 0G.
Okay, I mean, there's gravity here.
I know, but we're on a ship. This happens.
I understand.
You've turned the gravity on us before.
It's a good point.
Yeah,
Well,
and more importantly, by also doing, then the reason I really do this is because in addition, I reduce my armor check penalty. So,
alrighty.
So Patrick, the reason I asked is, so for this quantum device, it's connected to the ship's network, right?
No, it's kind of its own little data pad, so it's not networked in with anything. But yeah, it was, as you guys were looking for all of your armor and weapons, including powered armor. There was like nowhere in this room that it could be stashed. So it was very good that you rolled so well on a perception check to figure that out. The last fight you guys had 1 minute before those sage coffers arrived, and it takes minimum 4 rounds to put your armor on.
yeah.
So
I wonder what would happen if you had an entire team of Adrosses who have a 0, or actually a -1 to perception, and you just never find the pad.
oh, you better be
get
punching. Better be punching those robots. No, I think it malfunctions automatically at the end of the minute or something along those lines in my notes here. And then at least you would have your weapons. You'd still be getting punched by these things on like a natural 2. But
yeah, that's funny.
Oh, right. So what would you like to do next? You guys heading out through this northern exit from the room?
Yeah, let's go.
Suppose we're gonna have to.
Limp clomp.
Yeah, there's like a barrier of blue light that seemed to be up here in this entrance, but the sage coffers seem to have to deactivate it to enter. And as you guys exit into the hallway here, it seems like the entire ship is bathed in this blue light. Indeed, perhaps this is throughout the Civ vessel is some kind of adaptive design, maybe catered to their eyes, to their anatomy. But yeah, it makes it a little harder to see things or pick things out. So it's almost like everything's drenched in a shadow, or like a film school students movie. It's just like all gelled lights everywhere. But as you get in here to the north, you see what looks like maybe a hallway attached to this VR chamber. You see a little alcove right to the north, some crates. But as you peer out here, you see a huge figure looming in the hall just to the north of you. Figure that seems to be wearing an entanglement belt like a hat. This is who you see. It is a massive humanoid, maybe standing 15 feet tall or so. And as you get around here to the edge of the room, he's looks around at you and grimaces and says, "Craw!" Let's roll into the initiative turn order as you hear other voices from down the hallway echoing that. Yikes. We got a natty
Lindra
one.
sees something shiny in the opposite direction. It's
We got
way
a natty
cooler
one
than this
from-
combat.
Natty one to start off. That's not good.
This guy sort of reminds me of the Thing from the Fantastic Four.
I don't know. He looks a little.
But blue, listeners.
Blue dotty dee dotty da. Indeed, it is a large giant of some sort who seems to have blue-gray skin and is wearing, stitched together clothing over their massive form. First up in the initiative turn order is our friend Edros Veronis. Minus a spear, but you got some swords.
I got a
still.
sword out. I have a move action that I can waste to turn something on. You know what? Let's use a move action to turn on a hollow double.
Okay.
So a secondary Adros appears, and then we're going to use a standard action to just charge in and make 2 attacks at the end of that. But never mind. You haven't gone in the turn order yet. So
Yeah, I think you guys both kind of surprised one another.
awesome.
No attack of opportunity.
No. Oh, 16 on the dice. Does a 38 hit a KAC?
Oh, yeah.
72. I rolled okay. 72. Points of
Slashing damage.
How's that doing? How's that slashing damage treating me?
Oh, I mean, you cut right through armor, right through what seems like very tough skin.
Okay. And second attack to finish it off. Also 2 16s in a row. Let's go.
And damage.
And it's the same amount of damage, 72.
You rolled basically the exact same. Okay.
Same thing.
Let's see here. So, listeners at home, that's 148. Okay, they're fine. They seem pretty cool with that. I mean, they're not cool, but ready to retaliate. I should mention as you get out in the hole here, I'll reveal to you what you can see down the hallway. Another one of these immediately to your left, of course, and then a big old hallway going.
I never like it when you reveal hallways to me.
Going
It hasn't gone well.
hundreds of feet in the other direction as well. Excellent. That is your turn. Remy Quindar is next.
All right. Well, I don't like seeing Adros in trouble, and looks like he might be.
Oh, you're fine. Blast away.
All right. I'm going to use my newfangled gun. I'm going to move in kind of in between Alindra and Andis and use my, what to Raimi is a new gun still at the Daimogen attacking Adros.
Okay, single shot then.
Yeah, I can only do a single shot, right? Because I moved.
Yeah.
All right, so I haven't put this guy in there. That's an 8.
What's total?
It's at 29.
To hit? That is.
Yeah,
That was going to be a miss.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Is against KAC.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, shot and a miss. That is going to bring us to my turn. My big old giant's turn.
Uh-oh.
And let's see here. We've got one down the hallway from Adros and one next to him. This guy's going to move up a little bit, this one down the hall. And I guess I should ask, does anyone speak Terran? Language Terran?
Yes.
No, but I can cast.
Also, yes.
I can cast detect language or comprehend language on myself.
Okay, well, not right now, so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one calls out to the other, and that Adros is on in Terran and says, "Oh, you must burn out the non-believers and bring them to Zilio."
And to whom?
Zilio. I don't know how to pronounce that names with X's in them. Let's see if I can.
Would that be someone that Raimi is familiar with in terms of culturally?
Xiello. Zeliol. No, that doesn't sound like anyone familiar. Okay.
Well, they might be. So if they are, well,
I'm guessing a commander of some kind.
I don't have enough sense motive for it, so I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay. As this one moves forward here, a massive column kind of opens up in the ceiling above you guys. What seems like a magical spell is being cast above you all as bits of the ceiling disappear in a dark miasma of burning stars and frozen comets that fill the sky above you. I think everyone except Adros here is going to take a little bit of damage. So this guy can move straight up to Adros. Boop. A little bit of damage, and I have to do this separately because I know people have some DR, fire and cold damage. So first up, I'm going to roll fire for 4d6. So it's only 15 fire, 11 cold damage, but this square that I've drawn on the map here is difficult terrain currently. A little bit difficult terrain. And as right after that happens, Adros can see, and maybe everyone else can hear, another one of these giants show up down the hallway coming from an alcove to the south. So we have 3 of them here. That one cannot really see anyone super well. It's going to just pick up a giant crate and throw it at Adros. Big old toss. 13 on the dice. What is your KAC these days, Tyler?
43?
I think I got to roll higher than that. Let me double check. Yeah, this misses just narrowly. 13 on the dice, but I believe we are making more difficult terrain. We're making everyone's life difficult right around you. I'll draw that shape as well. We have lots of spells and things that do this as this crate bursts open at your feet, and there's metal splinters and what looks like machine parts all around you. And finally, we got this giant straight ahead of you. He is going to pick up his mighty fists, kind of raise them, lace his fingers together, and slam down on Adros. Big old slam attack. Got to roll well for this, and I do. 15 on the dice is just going to be a hit here for some bludgeoning damage.
Double fist punch me. How dare you?
Wham. 60 points of bludgeoning. You're almost surrounded by these guys, but you've got some friends below you in the turn order. Andis 148 is next.
So wait, how much did we take?
15 and 11. 15 fire, okay. 11 cold.
All right. Let's see here. So I've got.
I guess I should also mention this swirling. This is a spell called Cosmos. This miasma also gives you concealment and mischances in this square here. This is a large kind of difficult terrain, difficult to see area.
All right then. So that means we have concealment within it as well?
Correct.
Okay.
Creatures further away than 5 feet have total concealment. Within 5 feet, just regular concealment.
All right. So I'm going to fly over all this rubble and crud on the ground, and I'm going to fly out of this cloud and charge at this guy. Actually, you know what? I'm going to fly within this and then make the last 5 feet there. But
I don't think it really matters. But for people that do have fly, I don't think fly is affected. I think it's just junk on the ground that makes it difficult terrain. But
that's what I was hoping. And so hoping it wasn't like, oh no, and now the whole space is a big ooze. You know?
Right. That's going to provoke from this guy that's pummeling up on Adros. Watch me roll this one. Oh nope, that's a hit. So close so far. I've got the damage figured out here. For a bludgeoning attack, 62 points of bludgeoning damage as you get in close and get outside of the cloud.
I'm going to manifest my weapon, and I'm going to hit him. I'm going to hit him real hard. As hard as I can.
Beat up my new friends.
And wait a minute. There's a thing I can do as a reaction. Okay, that's when I deal damage. Okay. I attack. 37 to hit.
A hit.
All right. For 61 points of damage, I'm answering him back.
That is enough to bloody this one that you and Adros are both fighting.
And I'm going to then spend a reaction to gain my an additional mutation point. So I'm up to 3.
They're called EP now, aren't they? Or they're MP now?
They were EP. Now they're MP.
Oh gosh, I can't keep up with the P's. Excellent. Knack Feldspar is next, I believe.
All right, Knack is going to kick on the jump jets and fly straight north to get out of this spot.
Okay.
And
not a lot of space there.
Not a lot of space there, but at least it's not in that field. Now, can he's looking at these things. Do they or can he think of any historical significance of these guys? Anywhere he might have seen them in the past? Maybe roll culture to see if we can figure out what they are.
Go right ahead. Oh my goodness, it feels like it has been like an entire season since someone's rolled for call knowledge on a foe. On a few. What'd you get?
So that's a 31, and we can add some expertise to that.
You're gonna need to.
Ooh, only a 35.
Double check here. Ooh, that is not enough to know exactly. Definitely giants of some kind, but
Oh, they're giants. What led you to believe that?
definitely giants. as they tower over you, indeed. What would you like to do for standard?
Can I see the ones because it's kind of through the miasma diagonally that Adros is fighting?
The one that Adros is fighting is the one in front of Bandis.
Oh, okay.
You can see him just fine.
Okay. I actually then want to. Can I see this one?
Let's see here. Ugh. Yeah, I think you can see kind of around the corner of the miasma a little bit of him. Do you want to get him that one?
Yeah, we're gonna say, hey, don't think we don't see you over there, pal. Get him, and he'll take a shot. Not expecting much to come from this, but we'll do what we can.
Okay.
Every damage counts.
Yep, natural toot will not doot. So sorry. Last but not least in the turn order, natural one on the initiative, Rebecca with Alindra. That is.
Alindra hears Knack yelling, "Get him!" and pokes her head out of the doorway.
Sees just about nothing.
But her friend has told her to go that way, right? Right?
You want to follow Knack?
Well, if he said "get him," doesn't "get him" tell me where?
Yeah, I mean,
is
he can describe to you moving over to the east if you'd like.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking, West. That's what I think she would do. I am going to turn on my haze circuit.
Okay.
And go into photon attunement and jump up and land down right next to the other giant thing.
Okay, that will also provoke from him. So I'll make a quick attack. Do got to roll pretty high against you guys. 7 on the dice. That is a miss. What would you like to do standard wise?
From here, I am going, since I had my haze circuit on, I can take a full attack, right?
All right. These haze circuit charges are counting now. We're out of simulation mode. But
all right.
Maybe useful. You're not outnumbered, but you're out areaed.
It's a 35 to hit.
Out heighted. That is a hit.
That's 82 damage.
Okay, keep on rolling. You got a ways to chip.
Takes a minute.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were waiting for me to tell you.
33 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right, and that does, let's see, 85 damage.
Okay. Should probably just keep it.
And 34 to hit. So that's another 79 damage.
79. Now, is any of this, is this all slashing?
That is all slashing.
Okay. No fire or anything else on the weapon currently.
No.
On the blade. Okay. That immediately bloodies this giant to the south that cast this spell. And takes us to round 2. Adros, your friends are around you as well.
So I'm on the edge of this concealment.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have concealment on me because I'm still in it?
Nope, you're in some difficult terrain. You're not in the cloud now.
Oh, the big. Okay, that's different then. Okay, cool. Then I can just swing away. Oh, I forgot about my hollow double when you hit me. Well, we'll pretend you rolled well. I will full attack the giant that Andis has been working on. Actually, no, I take that back. The one that Lindra's been working on. Sorry.
Oh, you've drawn the line in the sand for your flanking buddy here. You had 2 choices and you went with one.
Sorry, I went with the one that I know had the most damage on it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. They're very close. They're both bloodied. So.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well,
This one has get 'em on it too, though.
that is true.
sounds good. Let's go. That's a miss. We're starting off poorly.
Get 'em's not gonna help with a natural 4-0.
Yeah, that was a good damage too. Oh boy, 31 is not gonna do it.
Against KAC with a +2. Get 'em. That's a hit.
Yeah.
What's
89.
89 damage. Ooh, that is enough to.
is that a super hit? Oh, so close.
Well, that's enough to drop him, is what it is. Oh wait, yeah, you're taking this one to the south. That is enough to drop him down. Oh, the old 4 hits is all it takes for a massive giant. That is going to bring us to Remy Quindar. That was all your attacks, right?
It was.
Oh, I think I missed. You rolled 3. It looks like.
I did.
Oh, were you attacking the one to the north as well? Sorry, I think we overshadowed that by chatting. You were not attacking that one. You were all going in. Okay.
Do your when you make 3 attacks, is that the -4 or is that a -6 for you?
It's a -6.
Oh,
What?
You're subtracting 4 from these.
Well, I was including get him in the roll.
Oh, with plus get 'em. That's with get 'em. Okay.
Yeah, that's with get him.
Got it. Okay.
Remy, you are stuck in some magical miasma here. Wasn't there when you took your shot last round. What would you like to do? Round 2, Miles.
All right. So, I'm trying to think. Insofar as being able to see the one that Andis and Adros are kind of flanking.
This obscures this spell all sight beyond 5 feet.
Okay. And does that count the fellow to the east as well?
Yep. While you're inside this magical effect, yeah.
Okay. And this is a magical effect?
It is indeed a spell.
All right. I'm casting Dispel Magic.
Okay. Why don't you make a Arcana check for me first? Are you mysticism? I know what skills are. I swear.
I was like Arcana.
I swear I'm not playing more Pathfinder 2e than Starfinder these days.
All right. 38.
So much cooler. Okay. For this level of spell, that is enough to know that this swirling cosmic particles in which you find yourself also poses a basically concealment for magical spells as well. So if you would like to move out of the spell before you cast the chant, you can. Otherwise, there's a 20% mischance of it failing.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Sure. Do you want to step back? Do you want to step forward? What do you want to do?
I guess step back.
Okay, back into the room until you're out of the circle.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of movement do you have?
30 feet.
So don't know if you can actually get out unless you have some flight capabilities.
I do have flight.
Is that one of your cached spells?
I've got that cached as well as yeah.
Okay, then you can just fly on out. Go ahead and make me the spell check for Dispel.
So it's a D20.
Yes, and do I have the DC? I've got the caster level here. So you're trying to beat the caster level plus 11, and you do. You roll the 16 on the dice, and I will take this little box down as this dissipates. Oop, and you guys can see very well this giant down the hallway now, as he is going to get ready to move in. I guess, probably. Group.
Everyone's like, what?
So, yeah, did you want to go like back over here to the left?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Didn't really move your guy. All right. He is going to move in and eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Fee, fi, fo, fum, I guess I should say. Who's he going to attack? Everyone except Raimi is up for grabs. Oh, you know, when I roll randomly, he's going for the strongest looking foe, a neck feldspar. For a crush. Ooh, it's only a 3 on the dice. That's a miss. And the one that Andis and Adros are fighting, he is going to go for Andis. Single attack here. Another 17 on the dice. Another hit for bludgeoning. 58 points of bludgeoning damage, but you get to go immediately after him, Jabert, and answer, perhaps, this guy that's towering above you.
Sure. 1 second.
Math games.
Yeah.
I was laughing earlier because it was like both you and then Miles, like when you started your turn, being the editor of this podcast for the most part, I've heard you guys like start probably 500 turns of combat, and so often you say like the exact same thing every time you start. Miles is always like, all right. Let's see. It just struck me the right way this evening. Made me laugh. Made me chuckle.
All right. I'm going to wang this guy right in the shins with my hammer.
Yep, that is what Jabert says every time he starts his combat round. I'm gonna wang this guy.
Wang him.
So anyway, I started wanging.
Wang Chung
right.
tonight.
Let's see if that is his weakness. Ooh, it's a good roll.
37.
That is a hit.
All right, 75 points of damage.
He's still up, but
it's shin damage.
He's so weak. Yeah, he's like, oh, and speaking in Terran, it's like, how dare you, little one?
And
another
a 40.
Another near super hit. That is enough to topple the towering titan above you. We've got 2 down, 1 left behind you all.
And wait a minute. Well, shoot. Would it have made any difference if that first attack did an extra 9 points of damage?
I mean, in our hearts it would, but
okay. But I mean, it wouldn't have dropped him early.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
All right, then I suppose.
Turnover.
Yeah, I can't do it so swift at this point. So yeah,
then we're on to the nexter. Drew, you've got a big guy right in your face. He tried to squash you like a little rat.
Yeah, we've killed 2 of these things now. Does that trigger my memories on anything else that I can think of? Seeing how these things die, like maybe an old movie I saw, an old.
I mean, they fall well like giants. You know, the bigger they are, the harder, perhaps. But no. Once you roll that, you're not given divine inspiration.
All right. Well, did you guys not see this guy coming up on me? Get him. And I just want to tell you, Tiny, we definitely took care of 2 of your buddies. So, watch out. Clever feint.
Ooh, natural 20 on the feints. He is flat-footed to your attacks.
All right. Flat-footed, get him. And we're going to take a shot.
Hey, you rolled what I rolled against you.
Hey.
3 on the dice.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to get that even with get 'em and flat-footed.
No, but, well, you help set up the bowling pins to tumble as it's Alendra turn once more. This guy is about 10 feet away from you. What would you like to do, Rebecca?
I am going to step toward it. 10 feet. That looks like 5 feet.
Well, I mean, 5 feet I usually would say is like you're next to someone. You're 10 feet away from him.
Okay. Anyway, I'm going to step to the right and take 3 strikes.
Flashing.
I do not have get 'em factored into this. That's a 26. Wow. That is not
first
do it.
Is a miss. I missed you guys missing. Doesn't seem like it happened.
Oh, but that's a critical.
Hey, critical hit and a shout out. Let me just double check these guys wrong. It seems like everything at higher levels is immune to crits. These guys ain't though. critical shout out to a Patreon supporter. If you support us on Patreon, you can get these whenever a crit's rolled on the podcast. I'm definitely not vamping for time as I find who's going to be this week's shout out.
Vamp. Patrick the Vamping Man.
Another new merch detective this year. Thank you for supporting us. Trastus, thank you so much. Maybe a very good crit. What's the damage here?
154 total slashing damage and severe wound.
All right. Roll those 2d20s.
Oh, if you cut off his leg, replace your leg with a giant leg.
Oh.
Sounds like comfortable.
Looks like we've rolled bleed damage.
All right.
Bleeding out the giants. I'll mark that on here. Boop. And go to attack number 2.
3.
Or 3. There, yes.
27.
Oh, you wanted to share the glory with your friends, and share it you shall as we're going on to the turn 3 with Andros.
Oh boy, I'm gonna provoke an attack of opportunity, aren't I? Because I can't take a. It's a difficult terrain, so I can't just move 5 feet and right.
I always forget, is it stepping in or stepping out of difficult terrain that is difficult? I think you could step up here to the north where Andis is. Out
stepping
of it?
out. It's stepping out that
It's
you can't do.
You can't do stepping out. Oh, right. Okay. So yes, no, anywhere you move here, I think would potentially provoke.
And provoke I shall.
All right.
But I won't forget my hollow double this time, you filthy animal.
Does it work just like
Mirror image, yeah.
mirror image? Okay, so it would be destroyed on like a 38. Does that sound right?
Oh, right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't think it does. I've only rolled a 7 on the dice here, so I think that is just a full-on miss. Go ahead and take your attack.
Just a single one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
We're gonna make it count. Big numbers. Oh God, bad numbers. A 2 on the dice.
Two. Well, you wanted to share the glory down the initiative turn order with Raimi. Miles, we're back to you.
All right, so I can kind of just slide easterly and get right in this sights of this guy.
Ooh.
And shoot my what's the official name of the thing again? My destroyer pistol?
I think it's
Heavy degenerator.
yeah.
Heavy degenerator? Yeah.
I keep having to look it up, so I should know it.
And I'm just gonna roll.
Yeah, heavy degenerator. I was right.
It's natural 20.
Oh, we can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop critting.
That's 18d10 plus a lot.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure a lot. Let's give another critical shout out to Flanking Buddies or Above member Traffa. Thank you so much for supporting us on Patreon. You make this podcast going into year 6 soon. Going into year 6 very soon. Possible, as well as Dead Mineral No Crits. Do you have all that damage ready, Miles?
It's 18d10 plus what?
Plus 36.
Okay.
Just a few dice. I'm sure Roll20 will be able to handle it.
124.
Oh!
Good shot.
I think he's still up 124. Yes, still alive after 2 massive crits. And gets to take his turn. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I almost closed up the the window here. He will indeed take his turn. And
Punch the rat.
no. Gonna try something now that his buddies are down here. Is this a swift action?
Slam poetry.
Oh, it's a swift action. Okay, we get to do a couple things. So first things first, yes, here we go. I've got the DC. Can everyone make me a will save first?
Ugh.
I believe this is everyone, as you feel a greasy magical aura around you. Oh, we like to see these numbers. Natural 2 on the dice. Natural 6 on the dice. Thank you, everyone who's helping me out. Oh, we got some. Miles rolled a natural 2 as well. We got some major players off the board here. Alindra Vallis, Edros Ferranis, and Raimi Quindar fall into a deep sleep. falling to the ground, perhaps.
Because we're so bored because we did all that damage.
Yeah, you tuckered yourselves out, leaving only Andis and Knack, and this giant looks over at you, bleeding from these massive critical wounds, and says, "Go to sleep." I don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to roll randomly who he attacks. Andis is 1 and 2, Knack's a 3 and a 4. Oh, it's coming to Andis. Another attack. Single attack. Oh, 10 on the dice is going to be a miss, I believe, against a big old armor class.
Ooh, okay.
And take us to your turn. Your friends seem to be down for the count. Except for Knack. Knack's here with you.
I'm behind you, buddy.
Stay with me. All right, I'm gonna step in, and boy, I wish swift actions didn't preclude.
I'm sorry,
Full
Patrick,
attacks.
did you take bleed damage?
I didn't because I don't know. Is it just D8? D6.
D6.
Well, he's still going to be alive, but you roll it for me.
3.
Okay, maybe that's what is needed. Boy, howdy, if he only had
You never
that
know.
-2. All right.
Actually, this is actually a good point. No. Oh shoot, I don't want to do that. So I don't want to take another. Okay, I'm gonna make my attack. I'm making my attack.
He's really weakened now that you can see it. Get a good look at him. He's not looking too good. Oh, okay. 42 is a hit. How much damage he got here?
60. Nope. 78.
Ooh, nice little bonus there. That is enough to drop him down and drop us out of combat. You got these 3 baddies down.
We still sleep.
Yeah, because technically another giant shows up at the end of the hallway here.
Well, that's not ideal.
Looking in your guys' direction, they call out down the hallway to you and say, "Neophytes, please come this way. We are not your enemies. Let us converse. Please come this way."
Well, since motive, with my +2, I believe her.
I mean, she is a female giant. Indeed, this does look almost exactly the same kind that you just fought here.
All right, I'm gonna scoop up Rainy and I guess Knack can't carry anybody, huh?
Hey. But maybe I could pick up the.
You can put him in a cheek pouch.
All right, I start dragging my 3 companions down.
While you do that, I'm gonna try a sense motive.
That's right, Knack. Can you give me a morale boost to drag them? Cheer me on.
I would like to hear the sense motive to this other giant.
What are you rolling here? What's your bonus?
So that's a 40,
Yeah, they seem to be earnest.
and with
Honest.
expertise, that's going to be a 50.
Oh, well, 50. Oh, no, you think they're lying. Yes, you do have to drag your friends with you because slapping them, screaming at them doesn't seem to be waking them up.
I just I take a rope out of Alindra's bag and I wrap them around each of their waists and start hauling.
It's years old kitchen rope, and indeed, it's exactly where you think it is.
Right.
It smells a little
It's
of
old.
microwaved lasagna, but
Right. It's old kitchen rope, but it's still good. Still good.
Right. So if you follow this other giant down the hallway here, indeed, you can see them come up to what looks like a solid wall with crates and things in front of it. Maybe a small alcove from the hallway in the bulkhead of the ship here. But the giant moves some of these crates to the side, something that would take you guys maximum effort to move. And they do it just like kind of pushing them out of the way with a single huge hand. And they push in the panel of the wall here, and a massive portal opens up into another room, a larger room behind this. And you can tell if you weren't looking for it, probably would not have even seen this. Let me reveal what you see here as we go to the north. A large chamber with, oh, you guessed it, more giants. She brings you all in here, helps with the unconscious bodies, and kind of closes up the wall behind you as she lures you in here unsuspectingly. Says to the other giants here, brothers, sisters, I have brought back others like us who may need our help. You all. I guess she's only talking to our friends Knack and Andis right now. You all have seen the truths in the vision machines, but you seem to have kept your own minds, as have I and my comrades here. My name is Kesmir. I would like us to be allies.
Andis will stick out a hand to shake it and say, "Greetings, Kesmir. It is truly an unexpected pleasure to find like-minded people in this place. I presume that those poor souls outside were your erstwhile comrades?"
They are under the control of the tentacled ones, indeed, yes.
I am sorry for what happened. We will avenge them, I assure you.
Do you need to rest? Were you hurt by the others, or were you hurt by the metallic tentacled ones?
Both, if we can be honest. And our friends, as you can tell, have seem to have fallen under some kind of, I don't know if it's a spell or what's going on, but we can't get them to wake up.
Oh, did you not know what we were? Did you not roll high enough to figure it out?
Look, I can read what you have posted at your feet, but I don't know what else there is to say about that.
What would it be, just out of curiosity?
You have no clue what it is. I think I have a 37 as the difficulty.
Is it life science?
Yeah, culture. These are humanoids. These are definitely a kind of giant, indeed. Okay. These are moon giants, perhaps a variation not of any moon that you all know of, but they have the look for sure, the size, and the abilities. This is the ability that they use, and they can explain. Kesmir can explain to you. This is a waning lunar aura that they are able to emanate, and it works like the spell Deep Slumber. And she explains that in a few minutes, your allies will be able to be woken. Right now, they are deep in the dream field.
I didn't even get a full rest when we wake up.
No, definitely not. It's a minute per level, so we're talking, quarter hour max.
Try.
Knack, do you have any questions immediately as they settle in, and we'll try to help you rest up and see that your friends are comfortable.
So how long have you all been here?
We have been here many cycles of the moons.
This ship is old and was, I forget where this ship even came from. Trapped under ice on a planet? I can't remember where this book started.
That was the World Seed. This is Ark Prime. They're two different ships, Drew. How dare you? Yeah, they explained they've been here a long time, and as maybe they light up some more torches, some electric torches in the room, you see they seem to have carved out all kinds of celestial mathematics and constellations and bits of writing all over the walls of this huge chamber, where there are dozens and dozens of crates, what looks like perhaps some food processing things on the northern wall, and big old hammocks. I don't know what kind of hammock will support a giant's body. It doesn't really illuminate that in this adventure path, but I'm guessing metal chain. I don't know, something really heavy duty that they've lashed together.
Patrick, you're on an ancient space ship with immensely powerful squid people and their robots.
So they make huge hammocks in bulk.
You think they can't make a hammock for a giant? You think they can't make a giant hammock?
Yeah, Patrick, are you questioning their ability to make a jammock?
giant hammock, G-hammock. Kesmir will introduce their allies here. This is Arog, Jurvir, and that is Trothdir. What are your names? What fated you to be captured by the tentacle ones like ourselves?
Knack pauses, pulls out a small projector, and plays several hours of movies.
Oh, no, we're good. Thank you, though.
I just say he's Knack. He's Knack. That's his thing. My name's Andis. The
cute one.
The sleeping ones in order are Idros, Rami, and Alindra. Apparently, I'm told. We've come to this
He looks
place.
like an angel when he's asleep.
Yes. Look at him.
Giant hand pats like Idros's head.
Right. You could just eat him up, huh? So, speaking of which, you got any food, or we might need to eat one of these guys? I don't know.
Yeah, they can, bring some carved metallic bowls up to this food processor to the northern wall, and it spits out, of course, some kind of chemical gruel.
Some sort of fun sludge.
Yeah, indeed.
We call it fun sludge just to make it taste better.
Exactly, silly sludge.
We've been able to subsist here and hide from the others on this deck for some time.
We come to this place as they have attacked our home system, and we have led a valiant defense, although I do not hear the battle raging outside. I fear the worst, but if we cannot protect our system, we will have our revenge upon these foul creatures.
Indeed, that is very similar to our story. It was many, many years ago. My clan of wanderers, seers, mystics, we are known as the Crescent Diviners. We found this starship. We made a tragic decision to explore it, and were captured, and we underwent horrible visions of the ship's creators, and the experience split the minds of my people. My clan was divided in two. Those who fell under the sway of the tentacled ones, and those like myself who did not. We follow our sacred ways as best we can, but we have difficulty within the ship. We have not seen a star or observed an eclipse in some time. Our two fights have been fighting ever since, and so we've fortified ourselves in small pockets here or there.
How many of you are there?
These days, the four of us are all I've had contact with. I'm unsure if any others remain here that are not under their control. When they find one such as ourselves, they bring them back to, the chambers, very similar to those that you escaped from, and put them back into the machines.
For what it's worth, we're sorry that we did what we did out there.
Yeah, they'll share a meal with you as Idros and Rami and Alindra. You can wake up here. You're surrounded by giants. Initiative roll. No, I'm just kidding. Ah!
I start wanging.
We can't make that a thing.
Wanging them shins. They can catch you up on the situation here as you can take stock. I just want to get everybody in the party here. That's a pretty brutal effect if they start that up at the beginning of combat and you just fall asleep.
Yeah.
And your dispelling magic user falls asleep as well. That could be real rough.
Yeah,
it says very specifically they don't do it because they could also make each other fall asleep, and that's not good for them.
I mean, technically I could have counteracted it, but I didn't.
Oh, it is not a spell, so no.
Rip.
Said it was.
It operates like deep slumber. It is a supernatural ability of theirs, which she can explain once you wake up. They also have a waxing ability, which allows them to make some ferocious attacks. But yeah, she'll welcome you all back up here and says, "You all are lucky. Your minds were not corrupted. It was a simple vessel. My crew and I, we all traveled the stars, examining astrological data, and we used it to predict future movement of the stars and great calamities within them, as well as the births of new systems, new worlds where life would take place. We had just found a planet out in the dark that had defied all logic in our charts, a planet in a star system that should not exist, a system that had what we could tell as a dark past, dark future, but an ebb and flow of life in between. No sooner had we stumbled across it, another presence made itself known in that space. This impossibly huge starship we thought perhaps was a moon at first, and that is why we drew closer.
Oh, that's no moon.
It is not. But that system and this ship perhaps were connected. But when we boarded this vessel, it indeed caused our downfall. From what your friends have told us, it seems a similar fate has befallen your peoples.
Well, they're not taking us over as much as they're just blowing us out of the sky.
The tentacled ones, once they have, I'm sure, defeated you, that is the fate that will end up for your friends. They will strip the minds of your closest ones, your colleagues, down to the point where they do not recognize you. They are all together spurned on by one whose mind is unreachable. Their leader, the leader of my colleagues, gave themselves fully to the visions and who controls them. And perhaps now that you are here, that is where you can help us. The leader of the rest of the giants is one named Zielio. He is of our ilk, but quite larger, and was taken aboard this place before us. And his base of operations is in the ship deck here. Afterward, that direction, they kind of point to the south on our map. If you would be willing to assist us and subdue him, we could perhaps try and break his connection with his devotees, and at the very least end the fighting between us. Zielio also has taken from my people astronomical data that we need. We know there is an upcoming celestial convergence, an event in space-time that would allow us to escape this ship. And if you can retrieve it from them, if you can best Zielio or convince them otherwise, we can assist in your escape from the ship as well. You all are much smaller than us and can perhaps even slip past his followers or avoid them altogether. There are several ways into that part of the ship. Is that something that you are willing to aid us in this mission? Can we count on your assistance?
You know, did I tell you I'm also from a moon? I just wanted to say that, just so we're on the same page. Of course, we'll help. Yes.
Your moon buddies.
Moon recognized moon. I could sense it in you.
Does this mean we don't blow up the ship?
Well,
I mean, we can blow up the ship, Adras. We just got to make sure we're all off of it first.
Yeah, we just got to get these guys off too. That's the.
Oh, okay. So I really want to see the ship blow up.
We're going to need a really big shuttlecraft.
we have not been here for long, but the tentacled ones, they have taken others. I'm sure perhaps there are more like us here. If we can escape and get help and come back before you destroy it. But first things first, if you can help us with that data, that would be great. That would be real tops.
Yeah. So this is where, of course, we're gonna need all the information you guys have.
They put out the blueprint on the table between you, and we go into montage mode for planning. The Devastation Ark Heists book. No, yeah, you guys can begin talking about, the opposition and other things that are on this deck. But yeah, as you're looking around, all these star maps and constellations carved onto the walls. Alindra, you see some things that look fairly familiar to you in your studies. Perhaps different symbols and annotations for their study of the cosmos. But yeah, very similar to your fields of study in your collegiate work here.
Yeah, I was going to say when she woke up that she would, once she felt safe, would be drawn to the walls.
Everyone seems pretty chill here. Do you want to make me a physical science check? See if you can correctly figure out what is happening.
37?
Yes. Not only can you identify like the kind of astronomical work that they're doing, as is both scientific and magical in nature, kind of based off of ancient observations as well as modern technology. You see some manifestations of art that looks very similar to the runes and drawings on the elven ruins of Castrovel that you've studied for years now. Indeed, you also find what looks like the 12 stars of the Kishili gate system. There's recreations of near space and far space, Aslanti space, and very well-known oddities like stellar nurseries, huge stellar nurseries, and mega black hole systems and things like that. These guys seem to know their stuff and have it all over. But yeah, one symbol, you get a look behind one of the giants' hammock as they step down to get some food. You see a constellation up on the far chamber wall in the corner that is symbols you don't really recognize, something new. Maybe you've seen bits and pieces very similarly on Castrovel, but it's never been decoded before. It looks like it is a planetary system with a set of star coordinates that have not been identified around it, but it is a single planet and set between what looks like a star made out of light and a star made of darkness, kind of in a blended pattern chiseled into the wall of the bulkhead here, equidistant in between these two conflicting sides, yin yang kind of stylization between them. And yeah, it seems very important, whatever this symbol is, though you know not exactly what it is.
That sounds very Solarian. I mean, in the, binary,
light and dark.
Opposites,
and something in between.
Yeah.
It definitely seems to be describing, like, most of the other carvings here, very much an actual system. Did you want to ask them about that? Because it's like the only thing that you don't really 100% recognize.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me more about these carvings here. What is the system that is depicted here?
You must excuse us, for this is what we have the least amount of information on. This is the system that we were studying when this starship entered and we began to explore it. We did not quite understand what we had found, but it did not seem to be a natural system. We have found created systems and stars before, but we did not understand it. And while you guys don't understand it, Andis 148 maybe has a passing glance at it and doesn't quite get what's going on here, its deeper meaning either. But deep inside their exocortex brain, we watch as 3 past Andisai examines the same carving on the walls in the cavern inside their exocortex mind. And we see directly below this same carving in the stone wall here, a message chiseled into the bedrock in a very ancient script that reads, to be continued. Oh, sorry guys, we were seeing the episode a little while ago. wrap this puppy up. Too many giants.
Wrap it up. Too many giants.
So many giants. Do you guys want to see if you can all go to sleep again? Do you want them to turn on their waxing and waning, or we'll figure it out next week? I'm sure.
Yeah,
figure out what everything is next week. But
could you imagine how powerful that ability would be in real life? Just the ability to give people like solid naps. Solid, reliable, 20-minute naps.
You would be a champion.
Oh, I would charge so much for that.
I was going to say that sounds like a great way to make money.
Yeah.
Tyler, have you heard of tequila before? Because I don't do the job. You take a flight, fight a shot.
I too like my nap to be in a jail cell thanks to tequila.
That's going to do it for us this week, everybody. Obviously, there's some crazy shenanigans happening in book 3 here of Devastation Arc. We'll get to it next week, but until then, the 5 of you, thank you for playing with me.
Thank you.
And all of our listeners, our Patreon supporters, thanks for listening. And we will catch you next episode on
Yeah.
Cosmic Crit.
Have a good week.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.
You've been listening to Cosmic Crit, an officially licensed partner of Paizo Incorporated. The Starfinder role-playing game and adventure paths are trademarks of Paizo. All Pathfinder and Starfinder images are property of Paizo and are used with permission.